Hello guys, welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to discuss some array functions here. So let's see this array which contains 7 values, 5 integer values and 2 string values. So now I'll apply some string functions or some array functions on this array. For example, first of all I'll use here is array function that takes arguments a variable. Now this function will check that either this argument is array or not. If this is an array, it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Now we can make here condition that, so here the message will be that this is an array. So if it return false, so in else case I'll write here a message that this is not an array. Now I'm gonna save this file, open browser, refresh the page. Here you can see that this is an array because I have passed an array to this function. Similarly, here is another function that is in array. It takes 2 arguments. The first is a value. For example, let's say the value is 10. Now this function will check that either this value is contained in this array or not. So if this value is present in this array, so this function will return true. Now this will print the output that this value is contained in array. This is in array. So we can also write any message here to display. So this is in array, and here will be this is not in array. So this value you can write. Now I'm gonna save this file, open web browser. Here you can see that this is in array. So if I write here any value which is not in this array, so it will return false, so else statement will be executed. So this is not an array. Similarly, here are another functions. Similarly, here is a count function that will count the number of elements in array. Let's see here. Number of elements are, so here is a count function. So it will take argument an array and will return the number of elements contained by this array. Now you can see that 7 elements are in array, so output will be 7. Now refresh this page, you can see that number of elements are 7. Similarly, here is another function. Let's say for example, here is a array slice function. So this array slice function, it will take 3 arguments. The first is the array, and the second argument will be the index number. For example, let's say that index number 3 is 0 1 2. Let's say that index number 2, and the third value is a length. So if I want to extract, so this array slice function is used to extract some values from the array. So for example, if I write here 3, now this is the index number to start 0 1 2. Now this function will start from a 30 value and will extract, so this is the length, so it will start from here. So 1 2 and 3, because the length is 3. So these 3 values will be extracted from this array and will be saved in another array. Let's say array 1. Now these values are saved in this array. Now we can write or display the values of array 1 by using print or function here. So I'll write here print, and I'll pass array 1 to this function as its argument. Now I'm gonna save this file, refresh the page. Here you can see that this is an array 0 30 140 and 250. Now you can see that these 3 values starting from 2 and index are extracted from this array and assigned to a new variable array 1. Now similarly, here is another array search function that is much like in array function. So here is the array search function. Array search function will takes two arguments. The first is the value. For example, here I want to search apple, so I'll write here apple, and the second argument will be the array. Now this array search function will search that either this value is present in this array or not. If this value is present in this array, so this array search function will return the key, you can say index number of that element. Now you can see that apple is at 5 index, so it will return 5 value. Now we can say this value as in a variable named as key, so I'll write here that echo key is, and here will be the name of the variable key. I'll write here break. Now I'm gonna save this file, refresh the page. Here you will see that key is 5, so this value is contained in this array at index number 5, so this index number is returned by this function array search. And similarly here are push or pop function. For example, if I want to add another fruit at the end of this array, like orange, so we can use array push function. Array push function will takes two arguments. The first argument will be the array, and the second argument will be the value that we want to insert at the end of this array. So here will be orange. Now I'm gonna save this file. So here I will write another print or function. After updating this array, it will return the values of this array. So key is after key, here will also be a break. Now this is a print or function that will print the updated array. Now I'm gonna refresh the page. You can see that this is an array. So here I'll write not array 1 but array, because this is the original array where I inserted the value. Now I'm gonna refresh the page. Here you will see new array, so you can see that a new value orange is also inserted at the end of the array. Similarly, we can delete any value from the end of the array by using array pop function. For example, here I'll use array pop function will takes as argument an array. The value which is at the end of this array will be deleted or removed by using the array pop function. Now again we can use print or function to print the values. Now I'm gonna save this file. Here you will see that using array pop function, the last value orange will be removed from the array. Now these are some array functions. So thanks for watching this tutorial. I'll see you in the next tutorial.